This is Brian from Duke Blogger. I wanted to ask you,
Love your hair, man. Makes me miss them. Makes me miss them.
it helps in the wintertime for sure.
Yes, sir.
So, as a former player, what would you tell? I mean, Duke has a lot of freshmen, that'll be playing in this game. What do you tell a freshman heading into this game, for the first time?
Manage your emotions because there's a sense of pride that comes with wearing whatever uniform you wear. Mine was obviously Notre Dame, and our rivals were in the Midwest, DePaul and Marquette, and then a more national rival that was before my time with UCLA. And I remember my freshman year, I was aware of those, and I was so hyped in the layup line that I kind of tapped too much of my adrenaline. And so for the first 8 minutes of the game, I was tired. And obviously, you can't play. It's hard to play when you're fatigued. And so I finally kind of settled down the second half and began to play better. And so I would say the same thing to those guys: is they're going to be aware of the magnitude of the game and the rivalry tomorrow. So both in pregame and certainly in warmups, really manage that energy so that you have all of it to give you some burst out there on the floor. And then once you're out there on the floor, Kyle Filipowski has been great. A 7-footer with guard skills, shoots the three, puts it on the floor. I love his right to left crossover when has bigger players out there guarding him. And I think Derek Lively's really taken big strides over the last couple of weeks in owning his role. I'd imagine when you're coming in as the #1 high school player, you're like, okay, I'm going to get an opportunity to get touches down on the box and show what I got and that kind of thing. And that's not what this team needs. This team needs him to be a floor runner, a rebounder, a shot blocker, and a lob threat. And I feel that over the last 4 or 5 games or so, he's really championed and owned that role. And the more he can do that, the better Duke will be, not only tomorrow, but of course, getting into the NCAA tournament, trying to get to the second weekend.